All right, so we are here at episode 2, live from Battle Studios. We've got a wonderful guest tonight to talk about some exciting activities coming up this weekend. We've got Ron Vitrano to talk a little bit about a boys high school preseason soccer tournament that is really just an amazing cause and to allow us to remember just an amazing individual. And Ron, first of all, thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you for having me. If anybody does a lot for soccer in this area, it's you, Chris. And just to be able to get the word out is amazing. And I thank you for giving me this opportunity.
We really wanted to take a chance to make sure people understood what was happening. Now we know boys high school soccer is about to get started here within the next 10 days, but you came up with this idea. I know we spoke about it during the All-Star game in April, so I know this has taken a lot of time to get off the ground. There's a lot of moving parts. Why don't you tell folks a little bit about what is actually going to take place this Saturday at Leon High School?
It's going to be exciting. So when we talked about it, you had mentioned that. Listen, we used to have a preseason tournament, and it kind of went away. And the wheels were turning, and I said, let's bring it back. Let's have some fun with this. Let's get this kids of Tallahassee excited about soccer. So what we came up with, and my son passed away last year, right at this time, and he was a big soccer enthusiast. Played for Leon High School. He played club soccer growing up, travel soccer at ASG. I said, let's do something soccer that's fun for kids. So we started the Geo Cup. The trophy is right over my shoulder. It's an Italian trophy, and what the winner will bring home or bring to their school until next year. But we want them to compete for something. We want them to have fun. We're going to have Leon, Childs, McClay, and Lincoln take part in this. It all happens on Saturday starting at 1 o'clock with the Childs McClay game. Then the 3 o'clock game is Leon against Lincoln, and then the two teams that win play in the championship match. That's going to be fun, Chris. That's going to be a good time. We love the soccer part of it. But following all of that is going to be a Battle of the Bands concert. And you know about this because you're going to be a judge. We'll talk about that in a second. But yes, you're going to be judging. But we have three great bands. We have Local Forecast, which is comprised of some students that are just out of Leon High School for a couple of years. We have Falls Chase, another local band, a young group of.
That's a great name.
And then we have. It is. I mean, it is. The last one's going to probably knock you off your chair a little bit. But the final band competing is The Fetish. Now, the great part about The Fetish is that they're all high school members at this point, and they all go to different high schools in the area. So they'll get word out there about what's going on. They've been around 3 months. Their last event, they had over 150 people at it. So they're the up-and-comers of the bands. And we'll close out the evening by awarding the winner of the Battle of the Bands a free 4-hour recording session at Goldie Studio Productions. So that'll be fun. Now, no pressure here, Chris. None whatsoever on you. But we've got the owner, Adrian of Goldie Studio, is going to be there. Jason Taylor with the Adams Radio Group will be the second judge. You will probably be the deciding vote.
Well, I'm going to have to go Instagram stalk them a little bit and try to see if I could hear a little bit so I'm ready for what's going to take place on Saturday. But I'm real excited to be able to participate in a soccer event, but really do it from a music side because I'm a huge enthusiast of music and I'm really grateful for the opportunity. Let's take a couple steps back though. Let's talk about if I'm a fan and I'm here locally and I want to come watch some of these games, how can I do that?
It's pretty easy. You go to GV, that's the letter G, the letter V, scholarship.org, gvscholarship.org. You can buy tickets on sale on our website. They're $12 right now. Very easy to buy. You can buy a family 4-pack. We've had a ton of people doing that for $40 total. The tickets include this. They include all the soccer games and the Battle of the Bands. So it's an all-day pass. You can come and go as you want. You'll have a special wristband that we have made up for you. So it's open to everybody. We encourage all those young soccer players, friends. We know a lot of Giovanni's former teammates are going to be there that day and best friends. So it should be exciting. Day of, maybe let's say you forgot to buy a ticket online. That's okay. You can buy them at the door as well. So just come on down, support the event, and it should be easy. We've got we got these shirts. These I'll just stand up for a bit. We got these Geo shirts that we're selling. We've already sold well over 100 of these online just before the event. So they're selling like hotcakes right now. Just what we're doing. This is all, and we're partnering with Lions United on this, Chris, as well. We're just trying to raise money for charity for soccer here in the Tallahassee area. That's our goal. We, quite often, and you know this, this is a battle you go with every year. We fight football. I mean, that's the sport. I want people to look at soccer and say, hey, now there's scholarships for some of our young soccer talent. That's the sport that we should be going to
Well,
as opposed.
let's talk about that, and I'll come back and ask another soccer specific question in just a moment. But we're talking about scholarships, so let's talk about the scholarship. How would one apply, or how do you award the scholarship, and what time of year does that take place?
Perfect question, because last year everything was a rush. The timing was off. We already had the Giovanni Memorial Scholarship presented last year. Literally less than 6 months after he passed away, we gave away $7,000. There were three winners. One player, Maddie Kopka, who played at Florida High, went to Sale High School, and Alejandro Alonso, who was a
Gadsden
player for
County, yeah.
Gadsden High School, who was our main winner. Yes, and it was an awesome event. But this year we're a little more, I think, in the timeline of what it should be. This Saturday is when scholarships open. Athletes and soccer players can start applying to that scholarship. You can go online to gvscholarship.org and fill out everything you need to fill out to apply for it. Last year, in that short time, we had over 50 applicants for the scholarship. Kids that were going to Yale, Harvard, military academies, you name it. We had just such great applicants, so much so, and because of what success it had, we're hoping to bump it up this year. We're going to announce on Saturday, I'll tell you first, that it's no longer $7,000. This year, we're giving away $10,000 to local soccer athletes in the Tallahassee area because we believe in it and we saw what it did the first time around. We wanted to, increase that, and our goal is to just keep adding year after year. We're hoping the soccer event helps in that
Yeah,
cause.
this is really unbelievable, and I was super proud of Ethan and the Alonso family as well. I mean, it's just magnificent. I know we're closing in on try to be about 10 minutes, but I want to talk a little bit more about the scholarship. So, what are I know they'll get information when they go to the website, but what are some of the things that you're rewarding? What are some of the attributes that you're looking forward to award the scholarship recipient?
Heart and commitment. That's really the number one thing I look at, because that's what Giovanni was. He was that team player. He was the guy who was rooting if he was sitting on the bench. You have to have a 3.25 GPA or higher. So it's not this extreme, GPA that you have to have for a lot of scholarships. We want most people to be eligible, most players and students to be eligible. You've got to be a senior in high school. Now, I want to stress this. You don't have to play for a high school soccer team. We know there's a lot of kids that may not play high school soccer that have played club soccer their whole life in this area, have been great athletes, great teammates, have put their lives and dedicated it to soccer. They're eligible too, as long as they're a senior in high school and they're moving on. And what you do in the community, we want athletes that give back. So those really are the three main criteria to be able to apply to the
Man,
scholarship.
this really is a fabulous opportunity. It's exciting that Saturday the application period opens, and we'll do our part to help spread the word and help reward some deserving individuals. Just to wrap up that conversation, are you looking to do maybe three or four? How many individuals this year? I know you did three last time.
We're going to do
Okay.
three again this year. Here's what our goal is: three this year. The winner will get a little more. The runner-up, so it's going to be basically broken down into $6,000 for the winner and $2,000 for each runner-up. But we want to be able to, and we'll see how this whole event goes this weekend. We want to create enough money to add a fourth scholarship or a fourth award, second scholarship to another athlete in Tallahassee, not necessarily in soccer. We want to grow this out and include everybody in the Big Bend area. Soccer is what is in our hearts, but I know there's a lot more students and a lot more athletes out there that need help, and we want to gradually grow so we can help everybody,
Yeah, no,
Chris.
that's fabulous. And I know I said last question, but I got one more just to clarify. Uh, Men and women, boys and girls? Is it open to all? Okay.
Of course, no doubt. And that's why Maddie
Right.
Kopka, who happened to be one of the top soccer players in the area last year, ended up winning it. But yes, we encourage everybody. We had a great diversity last year and three winners that really came from all different backgrounds. It was awesome. I couldn't have asked for a better result
Well,
last year.
that's great. Well, I hope all of you have stayed and listened to this entire conversation to learn more about the scholarship. But more importantly, it continues to have Geo on top of mind and continue to live out everything for your family. And we're excited about that to be able to help in any way we can. Again, to wrap up, this weekend, if you're watching this, it's probably Thursday, and you're watching this, you're looking for something to do this weekend, come out to Leon High School. First game kicks off at what time?
1 o'clock.
All right, and they're playing for how long each game?
Normal games is be about
Okay.
2 hour games.
Okay,
Yeah.
so full 90. So if you're playing this
You know it.
weekend and you're listening, make sure you're hydrating and you're stretching because you got a full 90, possibly, multiple games coming up this weekend for you. So Ron, I can't thank you enough, and we look forward to seeing you out there. And I'm gonna go Instagram stalk the fetish and
Woo!
Falls Chase and one more.
Local forecast.
Local forecast. All right. We thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time live here from Battle Studios.